Hey everybody, Sheila Tucker. I am sitting here during Tropical Storm Gordon, and I thought that I would enjoy a nice cup of green tea and tell you guys about a question that I was asked earlier today. A lady contacted me and said that her friend had severe ear pain and had already been to the doctor, and the doctor had made a prescription, and unfortunately it did not work. So she's very frustrated. She's dealing with the symptoms and side effects of the prescription, and she wanted to know if there's anything that I could offer to help. So I just wanted to share with you today about what we do in our home when somebody has ear pain. So the first thing that we do is we grab out our basil oil. Okay, so basil is a fantastic oil to help with pain and cooking and inflammation and any type of infective organisms. So all we do is we put just a little bit of basil on the finger and then rub it behind the ear, around the ear, and then kind of, use what's left kind of like right in the ear hole. Now, never, ever, ever put an essential oil down the ear, ever, okay? Sometimes ear pain can make somebody feel dizzy. Sometimes it can make you feel nauseated. Sometimes it can give you a severe head pain. And oftentimes we don't know exactly what's causing the ear to have the pain. It could be from swimming and getting moisture stuck in there. It could be from wax buildup. It could be from seasonal allergies. It could be from a throat infection, because there's a little eustachian tube that runs from the back of the inner ear into the back of your throat that drains all of the fluid inside of your ear. So helping to get that fluid drained is absolutely essential. So the first thing that we do is we apply basil to help with pain relief around the area. So the next thing that we do is we will use a type of colloidal silver that you can purchase at the health food store or at a pharmacy, and it usually comes with one of these little droppers, okay? And I'll have the children lay on their side, or the adult lay on their side with the bad ear facing up, all right? And then you just put a few drops of colloidal silver down the ear. Well, while the colloidal silver is down the ear, you want to do ear physical therapy, ear PT. Super simple to do. I'm just going to pull my hair back here so that you can see what I do. You take the ear and you move it in the range of motion. Pull a little down on the earlobe and maybe out a little bit. And while you're doing that, very gently, okay, this is not a hard maneuver here. This is a very gentle maneuver. You pull down and out a little bit, and then you move your jaw side to side like that. And then make a chewing, okay? So chewing and jaw side to side. And then you move up to the middle part of the ear, again pulling it out away from the body while the colloidal silver is down in there so that it kind of gets down into the ear. If you believe that you have a ruptured eardrum, do not put anything in the ear canal at all. You would know if you had a ruptured eardrum because there would be fluid coming out of the ear, okay? So pull out a little bit, again, jaw side to side, back and forth, and chewing. And then you take the top part of the ear and you pull up. Okay, so ear PT up, chewing, jaw side to side. Okay, and then swallow, have the person swallow, and it'll help the fluid in the inner ear migrate to the eustachian tube that may or may not be a little bit clogged up due to inflammation, and you want that eustachian tube to drain whatever infective material or fluids that have been trapped behind the eardrum. Okay, so once you do that, then you let that colloidal silver sit in there for about 5 minutes. And then you turn the ear over and drain it out. And then you're going to grab your trusty coconut oil, okay? I always use organic virgin coconut oil. It is solid at room temperature. And what I do is I'll just grab like a little piece of it And while it's still solid, you know, as soon as it hits the ear, it's going to melt down into the ear canal. So then I just put it right here, and I just kind of work it a little bit so that it drips down the person's ear canal. And again, the bad ear is still up, okay? So they're laying down at this point. And you do the same thing with the ear PT, going down, open and close, jaw side to side, going back, open and close, jaw side to side, going up, open and close, jaw side to side. Let that sit in there for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then turn the ear over and drain that as well. That should help significantly with pain relief. So the other thing that we do is we use the Immortelle blend. Super simple. All you do is open it. It's in a convenient roller ball, and you just roller it down this area. It will help with a lot of things. If you have a problem with the throat, and the throat may be a little swollen and closing off that eustachian tube, if you have a problem with the ear and it's not draining properly, or if you have a problem with just, you know, you're having discomfort and you don't understand why. The Immortelle, I know it's the anti-aging blend, but it is one of my very favorite blends because it has frankincense and sandalwood and helichrysum and lavender in it already. So wonderful, wonderful blend. You can dilute that and put that on elderly. You can also dilute it and put it on children. And it's super simple to pop the little ball off. You just use the lid and maneuver it sideways until the ball and this little device right here pop off, and then you can pour a little bit of it out or into a different container to be able to dilute it, or just roller it on and then use some of your coconut oil around the area. Okay, so another thing that we do in our household is to try to keep everybody from getting sick in the first place is we use the PB Assist. The PB Assist is the probiotic, and it's got 5,000 international units of live probiotics, and also it has a prebiotic in it to keep the probiotics alive until they get to your small intestines, where they can colonize and help your immune system at the root of the problem. Okay, so PB Assist, and if you get sick, you want to take this at least 3 times a day. So to keep you in a model of prevention, 1 time a day is just fine, okay? So the next thing that we would do is if we started to feel bad, we would take the OnGuard Plus gel caps. Now, all of my kids know how to swallow a pill, so it's super simple for them to just really quick grab one and swallow it. If you have a younger child that is unable to swallow pills, these are a very convenient gel cap, and it's super simple to just rupture that little capsule and squirt it down their spine and rub it in. Again, being sure to use some coconut oil down their spine. So the OnGuard soft gels, I would take those if I started to feel bad. I would probably take those at least 3 times a day. And if I was, you know, talking about a child taking it, I would say 1 to 2 times a day, depending on the weight of the child. So anybody over the age of 6 can typically do about 2 times a day. All right. So the other thing that's super important is to make sure that you're irrigating your nose and your throat. Okay, so a lot of the bacteria that goes up the eustachian tube comes from the nose and the throat area. So using the Nelmed system, okay, you can buy this at any pharmacy area. It's not expensive at all, but it comes with these little buffered saline packages, and I always recommend this brand because this is what we use all the time. And so you fill this part up. If you're an adult, you fill it up to the line right here with some purified water, and then you get it a little bit warm, you know, just make sure that it's not like cold water because it hurts when it goes up the nose if it's cold. So if you need to, microwave it maybe like 20 seconds, and then you know, put the little packet in there, and it's like buffered salt water. And then once you have the water in there and you put your finger over it and just agitate it a little bit, and then you use this up one nostril like this, and you gently squeeze the water with the saline in it up through your sinus cavities. And the water is going to do one of 2 things. It's either going to go up and out the next nostril, or keep your mouth open over the sink when you do this. It's going to go up and out through your mouth. Okay, so one of the two, depending on your own anatomy and such. This is extremely important to do this, and I would say do it 1 to 2 times a day. With the amount that's going to be left in the bottom of the bottle, I suggest that you tip that up and gargle with it to try to get that stuff, the rest of the bacteria out of the back of your throat. Another thing that is a super valuable thing that we do for pain relief is using the Aroma Touch blend. So the Aroma Touch blend has the basil in it already. It also has peppermint in it and lots of other wonderful essential oils. And I'll take that and I'll put it on my 2 fingers right here and just put my fingers like this around the ear and going down the throat, doing a maneuver to try to drain whatever is stuck in there, to drain that out. Okay, so Aroma Touch blend has been awesomely helpful for that. So, you know, I've given you a lot of tips on pain relief and different oils, and everybody wants to know, well, how do I, you know, how do I know what to use? How do I know how to use it? What I do is I just use one thing like every hour, and if it's not bothering me the next hour, then I don't do anything really. But I try to live in that model of prevention instead of, you know, oh my gosh, you know, my body's screaming, I've got a fever, I don't know what to do, I'm throwing up at that point, I'm super dizzy, and I may or may not have the ability to completely help myself at that point. So I try to live in that model of prevention. Lots of other things that I do is I have a shot glass, okay? So my shot glass is a super valuable tool because what I'll do is I'll put about a tablespoon of water in here, and then I'll use my OnGuard oil and put about a drop of OnGuard. Maybe even like the next hour, I might put a tablespoon of water and a drop of Melaleuca, and then the next hour do a tablespoon of water and a drop of oregano. Okay, and you know, just kind of go through that, maybe a drop of clove for any pain that's going on in the back of the throat, and I will gargle with the water and the essential oils, making sure to get it all through my teeth and all through the back of my throat so that I can get all of the whatever's causing the issue gone. Okay, now I know it sounds weird to think that your throat may be causing what's going on in your ears, but often, I mean, all of this is connected. Your nose, your mouth, your throat, and your ears, and your sinus cavities, they're all connected, okay? So another thing that's super powerful to do is the oil pulling. So I take the same solid coconut oil, and I would take a spoon of it, and put a little bit on a spoon, put that in my mouth, and then drop something like OnGuard or Copaiba in my mouth, and I would swish that through my teeth so that it is a natural antifungal, antibacterial, antiseptic, and get it all through my mouth. I would do that for about 5 to 20 minutes, gargling periodically to try to get that material out of my mouth. Now, do not swallow that. It's going to be very liquid in your mouth. Don't swallow it. You want to spit that in the garbage can whenever you're done, making sure that you swish it around. Something else that oftentimes comes up is, you know, people typically don't think about it, but the bottom line is if you're not taking a quality whole food nutritional supplementation product, you're not going to get that healthy body that you're expecting. Your body has to have good whole food nutrients with omega-3 fatty acids. If you're not eating that good greasy fish with lots of omega-3 fatty acids in it, you're not getting the amount of fats, good fats, that your body needs to be able to repair your tissues properly. So when you have an inflammatory condition, making sure that you are taking a quality whole food supplement is absolutely vital. A lot of times people tell me, oh, well, I don't want to swallow pills. I don't like that. That's fine too. We've got a chewable version and we've got a liquid omega-3 fatty acid that is super simple. All you do is take like a tablespoon of it per day for kids and adults. So very simple, okay? The other thing there's 2 more things that I want to tell you about, 3 more things. First of all, make sure that you're drinking 2 to 3 liters of water, fresh water, purified water, ozonated water, distilled water. I don't care. Just make sure that you're getting 2 to 3 liters of water. For kids, obviously, that's a lot less, and then for the elderly, that's a lot less also. But if you're a healthy adult, getting 2 to 3 liters of water a day is going to help flush all of this out, okay? And it's just like flushing a toilet. You want to get that garbage out of there. If you're battling with seasonal threats and your body is constantly having drainage of your nose and sinus area, use the Terrazyme. It is a natural enzyme that helps your body to fix itself naturally and to help your body come back into balance with all of this. In addition to that, using the Tri-Ease, which has lemon, lavender, and peppermint in it. You can either make that in your own gel cap. These are, empty vegetarian capsules, okay, the bottom part of it, which is right here. These are empty vegetarian capsules, super simple. This is the lid, this is the bottom, this is the lid, okay? And what you do is you just real quick grab your essential oil of lavender, and then you would put a drop in the capsule, okay? Then you would grab your essential oil of lemon, put a drop in the capsule. Grab your essential oil of peppermint, put a drop in the capsule. Put the lid on and swallow it down. Make sure that you eat a healthy fat with that, either some avocado or a handful of nuts or seeds. If you don't want to make your own capsules, doTERRA has a super simple way that you can purchase that. It's Tri-Ease gel caps, and then you can just take that. If you don't want to take a gel cap, if you don't want to do it internally, then grab a cup of steaming water and put 1 drop each of lemon, lavender, and peppermint, and then put a towel over your head and inhale the vapors, okay? Get that deep inside of your sinus cavities and all down your throat. Keep your eyes closed because the peppermint can be strong, okay? But you want to inhale that deeply. And then if you do want to take it internally, and you will feel better, when your water has cooled off, drink it. I hope that helps y'all. Have a great day.